Are you a fan of those Academy Award shows where you get to see the top 10? Well, stay tuned. We've got the Academy Awards of 3-yard quilting.
Hi, it's Donna Robertson
and Fran Morgan with Fabric Cafe.
We have an exciting show today, I understand.
We do. We have the top 10 patterns at Fabric Cafe of 2021.
I am really excited about this because we all know that there are so many patterns that people love, love, love. But to get them in order, Hannah put this show together for us, so we get to find out when you find out
That's right.
what those top 10 are. And we're going to start with number 10.
Number 10. Okay.
Okay, so the envelope, please.
Here we go.
Ta-da, number 10. What pattern is the number 10 pattern in popularity at Fabric Cafe? Ta-da! We have corner play. It is the number 10 pattern. Well, and she's even put a quilt out here for us, so this is going to be fun for me and you. I wonder what number 1 is.
We're going to have to wait and find out.
So corner play, gorgeous quilt. I love it. I actually have one of these hanging in my office because it's one of my favorites too. And it is done in just super simple. It's got 2 blocks here and 2 blocks here, and they go together and make this one big block. So let's put corner play up here and look at the fabric. So she's got it all pulled together for us. We're so excited. I can't wait to, ooh, I like that one too. Okay, so we're going to start with this one, and it has the same basic communication that all of our patterns do. The number 1 fabric is selected. And it can be any one of your 3 fabrics, but you select which one you want in the focus position, and that would be here for the number 1 spot. Then the number 2 and 3 are compared, and you put the number 2 as your background and your number 3 as the elements, the other elements with the block and in the border.
So this is a gorgeous, gorgeous quilt, and it's understandable why it's in the top 10. Now, this is one of your designs, and it has just been phenomenal. Love it.
I love it too, and like I said, I have one on my office wall. Okay, so here we have the name of the kit is Blue Moon 8021679. Corner play is the name of the pattern, and it's from the book Pretty Darn Quick.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, so number 9.
The envelope.
Thank you. This is so exciting. I do feel like I'm at the Academy Awards.
Oh, I love that one. And you put those colors together.
I love it.
I love it too.
This fabric was just extraordinary. Let's look at the quilt.
All right.
All righty. So Tic Tac is a super easy pattern to put together, and I love it. It's done in actual vertical rows of strip piecing, which makes it super easy and super fast. So let's get that on the table and look at that fabric.
Isn't that pretty?
Oh, wow. So we've got a little bit different fabric here, and I love this. You know, when you're in the top 10, you get to travel and go to exotic places like Paris, so I think this is perfect.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. You know what Paris always reminds me of when Aaron and Brian got married. And they went to Paris for their, did they go for their honeymoon or their first year, or their first anniversary, I think it was.
I think their first anniversary trip. So what a wonderful, wonderful fabric to be our number 1 fabric. And of course, that'll be in one of our big squares here. Our number 2, oh, look at this. Is this not just gorgeous? Awesome? Perfect coordinating number 2 as our lighter fabric, which will be in the border and also in the larger block. And then this perfect gray that's going to border here. This is awesome. Now our fabric, our kit code for that is 8021862, and the kit is called Paris in Bloom, and the fabric is, the pattern, excuse me, is Tic Tac, and it is also in the Easy Peasy book.
That one is just gorgeous. I can't wait to see how people respond to that. Now, number 8. Ooh. Ooh, I like that fabric.
Okay, let's see what it is. Let's see what it is.
Wow, chevron has been around forever, and it is still in the top 10. That is amazing.
That is amazing.
This one was originally, came out, I think, in maybe like 8 or 9 years ago, and it's still a very popular pattern. Well, let's look at the quilt. So I like the way chevron is made because it uses one whole yard to create this wonderful border, and then it has the other two colors in here, and that is just so cool. I love it. So let's put that on the table and look at this gorgeous fabric. Now this is the what is this one called? Stargazing. Isn't that cool? I love this.
That's great. It kind of reminds me of the Northern Lights.
Yes, and you know, this is the kind of fabric that I would have made for you when you were a teenager, because I think this would have gone well in your bedroom. Fran has always loved the bright colors, and this just reminds me of something I would have done for a teenager. So this is the fabric number 1. You can choose to put it in your number 1 spot, which would be here. And then this is your fabric number 2, so we're going to put it in the polka dot here. And then on this one, we're putting the purple in the number 3 spot.
That is awesome.
And that is good. And I love how this looks kind of like their little satellites or something out in the sky too. All right, this one is called Stargazing 8021863. Chevron is the number 8 pattern.
And I have to say, that one kind of surprised me that it fell in the top 10. What a great pattern. I think it's one we don't think of.
That happens quite a bit because some of our early patterns, they just hit the spot with what quilters wanted.
Right.
Okay, so number 7. Okay, let's see what this one is. Oh,
this is one of my all-time favorites. This is Christmas Forest.
Now, you know what's really, I have to tell a true story, and that was that I was just a little afraid that I was thinking too far outside the box when I designed this one. And it has been very popular. Obviously, what did we say? It's number 7?
It is number 7.
Okay, let's see some fabric.
So let's look at this quilt. Oh, this is so darling, and I love this fabric and this pattern. So we have our red trees and our little green and gray trees here with this polka dot in the background that kind of looks a little bit like snow, which is kind of fun. And this pattern uses a half rectangle, which has just become so popular. So let's look at the fabric on that one.
And it's not just for Christmas anymore.
It is not. You are right. So I think that this made up in the woodland colors that we have here is just fabulous. You could go into a little boy's room, or even just with that really fun farmhouse look that's so popular right now.
And because this is such a popular pattern, then it's something that a lot of people are going to want to keep out all year long.
Absolutely, I think so too. So we have picked out these beautiful batiks. The green with the browns will be in our number 1 position, which will be one of the trees. And then our background will be this beautiful gold that just coordinates so well.
It almost looks like the leaves that have fallen on the forest floor.
Oh, it does. You are right.
Which is happening quite a bit around here right now.
That's right. And then our number 3 will be this beautiful brown, which will also be one of the trees and in the border as well.
That's going to be gorgeous.
And so this one is the number 4. It is 8021864. The name of the kit is Woodland, Stroll, and it's our Christmas forest pattern.
I like that. I like that a lot.
All right.
So this has been so much fun for Fran and me because we just stayed in our office and let Hannah have complete and total control, and she has put together a fun show.
I just love it.
Okay, number 6.
Okay.
Ta-da.
Drum roll.
Town Square. Oh. That's another one that's been very popular, and it was originally in 2017, I believe, and it's still in the top 10. That is amazing.
That is amazing.
Okay, well, let's see. This is one that's made up with Town Square, and we're out of this fabric, but this is probably one of the reasons it helped to be so popular. People love this particular quilt, and it's got this great big block. And then it has these, the border is done with a split block, and it's just so pretty. I love it. So let's put that up here. And I have to say, I love this fabric. I bought this fabric. I picked this fabric out, and I was like, oh my gosh, these are the cutest daisies ever. And the number 1 fabric is going to go in your biggest position. Your number 2 and 3, you compare those, and you'll put your number 2 in the number 2 spot. The number 3 will be the purple. Isn't that just cute?
That is so
I would have made
cute.
this for you even at a younger age, because you had a bedroom that had these colors.
I would have loved it equally as well.
She didn't stand a chance with me as her mother. She got all of these colorful things.
But she also made us clothes that matched. You know, we had the matching mother-daughter, so we could have had matching mother-daughter quilts too.
Or matching mother-daughter bedrooms. Craziness of this. Okay, this one is 8021809, and it's Cheerful Daisies, and it's the town square pattern, and it is our number 6. All right, well, let's see what's going on with number 5. Okay. The envelope for you, madam.
Number 5. This is halfway, so we're getting to the top.
I can't wait to see which one is going to be number 1.
Wow. Stepping stones.
Oh, yeah. Now, that one was the first one that hit the charts. I tell you what, Pinterest, it was just burning up Pinterest with lots and lots and lots of pictures.
Wow. Now, oh, look at this color combination with stepping stones. Is this not striking with this red and black? What a wonderful poppy fabric here. I just love this. It just takes your breath away. Let's look at that fabric kit. And it's, you know, I know why Stepping Stones is in the top 10. I just think that it has so much movement. It's so simple to put together. It is strip pieced, and you can put so many different color combinations together and make this kit, this quilt, look amazing.
If you've made it, tell us what colors you made it in.
Yes, please do. So here we have this kit. I just love this. It's so contrasty and bold and out there. The beautiful red and black and white on the poppies. It's our number 1 fabric. Our number 2 is the red polka dot, which just gives it so much fun. It's in the secondary block here, and then our number 3 as black here on the border in the center, and it creates the stepping stones running across the quilt.
I like it. It deserves to be up there in the top.
I totally agree.
Now, an interesting little fact about this is the name is Nana's Red Poppies, and that comes from Jessica's grandmother and her mother, Denise, who has now retired, but Denise actually named the poppy fabric that because her mother loved the red and blacks together.
That's a great story.
Yes, it's a sweet story.
So the number for that kit, Nana's Red Poppies, is 8021565, and it is our stepping stones.
All right, we're getting closer. Number 4 is next. Ta-da! Number 4. Let me think. Y'all remember this?
Let's just open them.
Oh, wow, Easy Street. Wow, Easy Street. Now, this one was an interesting story in as much as I was designing a book, and I designed a particular pattern, and this happens a lot, and I can't figure out how to tell you to make it simply. And so I just kind of worked, and finally I said, oh, I'll save it till later. And so I just sat down and I designed Easy Street, and it was so fast and it was so easy that I went, wow, I'm going to name this one. I feel like I'm on Easy Street because I designed it and wrote it in no time at all.
So and it's equally as fast to make.
It is. It is very fast to make. It's done with a lot of strip piecing and borders. It just goes together in a big hurry. And it has this great 10-inch block, and then it also has the smaller blocks here and the secondary block. Let's put that up on the table. And it has a lot of movement in this one too, but the cool thing is it's super easy to do, but it looks kind of complicated, like what's going on here and the way that these come together. I promise you it's Easy Street when you make this one. Simple. So your number 1 fabric are these pretty, pretty roses.
So sweet.
And this one, I remember when we bought this fabric, I didn't know which pattern Hannah was going to put it in, but I thought it was an unusual combination because it has the blue, like the blue sky behind your roses, but look at this great red. Isn't that gorgeous?
That is gorgeous with it.
It's kind of a cranberry red, and then the pink as your center, so it really shows off the colors in this particular one.
It's beautiful. It's very nice.
And this one's called Blushing Blooms, and Blushing Blooms is 8021-865. Easy Street is the pattern, and this one is number 4. We're getting closer.
We're getting so close.
Okay.
Now, you have to know that we didn't know what these were ahead of time, so it's just as big of a surprise for us as it is for you watching.
That's what's really fun. Now, if you have a favorite, tell us if you agree with the numbering system or what your favorite pattern is.
It's a great idea. We'd love to hear. So do we have number 3?
We have number 3.
Okay.
So shut up and hand you the envelope.
Number 3. Well, nicely.
Well, nicely, okay.
It's a Snap is number 3. This is another great one. Oh my goodness. Love it, love it. Let's look at the quilt. Oh wow. And you know, I do love this one. This one is also one of my favorites because it looks like they're stacked together, and I love the movement kind of that it creates going down the quilt. So it's just fabulous. So let's look at the fabric that we've picked out for this one.
Okay, now see, this is funny. I have to do more true confession.
Okay.
Do you remember the quilt pattern that I said I was having trouble writing the pattern simply?
Uh-huh.
It's a Snap.
Oh. It was a good designing day, wasn't it?
It was. So I wrote it, and I had a deadline, so I had to hurry up, and I wrote it, and I kept thinking, this is not simple enough. But for the next book, I made it simple.
Oh.
So it just takes me a few minutes to kind of think it through. So I just think that's funny that Easy Street was done and kicked this one out of the book, and now it beat Easy Street.
That's awesome. Okay. So we have some gorgeous fabric here. So our number 1 fabric is this gorgeous blues, turquoise, grays, and that'll be in your number 1 spot, which is going to be the biggest print here. And then your background is this white vine with just a little purple because it's going to just nicely contrast with this in our number 3, and that is in the background. Now this is a quilt that needs a lot of contrast so that you can really see that design, and the kit here is perfect for that. And then our number 3 fabric has the pinks, the purples, the blues, and it just all coordinates so well. And even this, look, what a great punch.
Look how it picks up the purple in there.
Awesome. It's so good together.
That is great.
So beautiful, beautiful fabric choice here for It's a Snap.
And I promise that It's a Snap is easy to make.
It is. It really is. It's a snap. The kit number is 8021773. The kit name is Evening Stroll 2. Once again, the number 3 is It's a Snap.
There you go. Now, we are so close, and I just realized that you are going to be the one to see first what number 1 is. But I'm happy to show what number 2 is. So let's see what number 2 is.
Well, you know, honestly,
I have to go show the quilt. I'm so excited about knowing. I just want to get right to the envelope.
I want to show you the envelope so that we can see the quilt. See, we get a little giddy and excited too. So.
Well, I really am excited.
I opened it.
Okay, I get to do number 1.
Okay, I'm going to let you do number 1.
Okay. Now, this makes my heart happy too because this is actually the second pattern for 3 yards that I ever wrote.
Oh.
So we started writing patterns. Fran wrote the first few, and then I wrote 1. And then I wrote my number 2 fabric pattern, which is So Quick. And guys, that was in 2011, I believe.
And it is still number 2 in our top 10. Wow.
People love this particular pattern. Okay, now we're back on track, and maybe Hannah won't fuss at me too much for getting lost in the excitement. Okay, so we've got a big 10-inch block, and then a 5-inch 4-patch over here. And I think one of the reasons this one is so popular is it's called So Quick, and it is so quick to make. So it goes together and it's gorgeous. It looks great. And I like this fabric too.
This is
awesome. So this one has the number 1 fabric. These wonderful, graceful ladies are going to be here. And I've always been amazed that anybody would have that kind of poise and grace. Remember some of the movies from the 50s, they'd put books on their head and walk very upright. So that is amazing. That's a gorgeous fabric, so that's going to go in number 1. The number 2 fabric is going to be the background, and then the number 3 will be your accent block and the border.
This is a great combination as well. Another one of those red, white, and black, which I actually
Yes.
really, really like. And you're right, it has kind of that contemporary modern flair, which is kind of fun. Gives So Quick a different look.
Well, you know, my sister and your Aunt Judy, she has named her bedrooms different names. So she laughingly calls it her bed and breakfast because, you know, everybody's grown up and everything. And so when we go to visit, she'll say, do you want to stay in the adventure room or the safari room? And it's just really cute the way she has them decorated up.
That's hilarious.
Okay, this would go in the safari room real nicely.
Yes.
8021-866. It's called Graceful Beauty. Oh, I was calling them Graceful. So Quick is your pattern, and it's from the book Quilt's Favorite, which is a download pattern. And this is a good place to tell them to drag it out a little bit longer. No, that if you buy 3 kits, you can get a book free instead of the individual patterns.
Okay,
so that's something
to
to keep in mind as well.
Good to know for sure.
All right.
All right.
So the moment that Fran and I have been waiting for.
That's right.
Number 1.
Would you like to take it out of the envelope?
No.
So number 1.
Even though I am excited.
It's Old Glory.
Wow, that one's pretty new also. What year did it come out? Oh, it just came out in 2020.
Wow.
Is that right?
It came out in 2020, and this is 2021,
Wow.
so it is really doing well. And you know what? It has been spectacular. I mean, do you have any doubt? Look at this amazing quilt design that Donna has done. And it has the nice friendship stars on the side there, creating the stars of our flag. And then the strips, so fast and easy to make. It is definitely a number 1 pattern. Let's look at that fabric.
And you know what I like about it is that it's patriotic and it has the friendship star.
Yep, it's
like
perfect. It's perfect. And I love this fabric that we have put with it, simply because it gives a little bit more of a feminine twist to a patriotic quilt that is normally a little bit more masculine, and I like that we're doing it a little bit more feminine. And I think that's kind of cool. So our number 1 fabric is this beautiful red that just has a little bit of undertones of pink because the little design in it has the pink in it. And of course that goes where the red is here. And then our number 2 has this great floral with the flag. And that will be in our stripes and our star here.
That will be very nice.
Very sweet, very, very sweet. And then our blue, of course, will go in the blue sections here, as you see it on the border. And this kit is called United We Stand. It is 8021-867, and it is the Old Glory pattern.
That's neat. Well, I hope you'll let us know if you made the number 1 pattern in 2020 or 2021. So we would love to know that. And we've put together something really special. We now have a bundle of the top 10 patterns from 2021. And you'll get all of these great patterns at one price. And you can check it out in the links below. It'll have a connection so you can go right straight to our website and get those.
Great. That is great. And you know, I think you kind of deserve an award too because you've designed all of these and I think they're really spectacular.
Well,
so congratulations.
Thank you very much. But it's not because Fran took a few years off. So I think since 2009 She and her husband have gotten transferred, and she's just had a lot of things going on in life, so she hasn't been working with us, but now she's back full time. So I have a feeling I have a little competition in my ultra talented daughter.
So our goal for 2022 is for me to get in the top 10.
All right, all right. I want to see that.
Let's do it.
Okay, well, it's Donna Robertson
and Fran Morgan, and before we sign off, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you have not done so. Ring the little bell and you'll get notification when a new video comes out, and share with your friends.
Please do, and leave us a comment. Have a great day.